Aloha, beautiful high vibe, galactic tribe. It is Pink Bella. Aloha. Welcome back to my channel. A very powerful transmission today on April 1st, 2025, as I bring in messages for us, not only for today, but an overview for all of April. I'm very blessed and grateful to have the Emerald Dragons bringing in the transmission today. There's also going to be some information from the Pleiadians. And what a powerful, powerful month we just went through. March, the message they gave me, we're going to look into this. Phoenix rising from the ashes. So it's an unbelievable time. We're sort of dusting ourselves off and bringing ourselves out of March. So happy April, blessings to all you beautiful tribe members, Starseeds, Lightworkers, 144,000, Grid Keepers, Gatekeepers, Divine Goddesses. Super grateful to be here. And thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing out this content. Please comment below, especially if you watch on replay. Let me know how you're doing, where you are on the planet, what's happening. I did talk about the nervous system rebuild. I'm going to actually scan my wellness check. 3 more items have been added, and this is a personal gift that I've been given over the years, but especially the last few months with the Galactic Alliance, where I do a scan for all of you when I work with you and let you know. It could be something physical like bacteria, viral, or it could be interference, or it could be vows and soul contracts. So I'll let you know the new ones that have just recently been added, but I'm going to do a scan for all of us because our higher selves know who's going to be watching this message. So who am I? My name is Pink Bella Aloha. I've actually known I was a starseed when I went for a reading. 1997, I had a powerful download and transmission at quite a few stargates around the planet because I traveled to various locations, but what I didn't know was it was preparing me for now. But the most powerful place that I got activated was at the Giza pyramids and the Sphinx, which I'm going to talk a little bit about today, but I'm going to do a second deep dive on Rumble. That'll be on my Rumble channel this afternoon as well. So go check that out. Thank you for following me over on Rumble, because that is where I can really get into the juicy information. So today I'm going to do an overview first. I'm going to talk about Neptune with the dragons. Dragons are going to help with the transmission for the reading for the Galactic Tarot and the Galactic Akashic Records reading for all of us for the month of April. But I'm going to look specifically at Neptune. Neptune just changed energies. It just changed from Pisces into Aries. It has not been in the Aries alignment since for 165 years, since the late 1800s. Also want to do a quick overview for the April astrology. We have 2 planets that will be going direct. Hallelujah. And then I want to look at like what the Emerald Dragons want to bring in for us, what the Pleiadians want to share with us, as well as the Phoenix rising energy. So welcome back, everyone. Just a little housework before I get started. There's a newsletter offer at the top of my website, as well as there's a newsletter link you can check out. I posted it pretty well on every platform today, but I only do a newsletter 3 to 4 times a year. That means the offer is only 3 to 4 times a year. And if you're interested, please check that out. As of tomorrow, it will be different on my website. So there's 3 different ways to book with me. Everything on my website is covered by these offers, and I'm very grateful. This is a gratitude offer that I like to offer all of you as well. And I'm super grateful that I was able to get that out yesterday. So thank you, everyone. There's also a big energy update in the newsletter this time too. Okay, is there anything else? Classes are coming up. There's still availability to join the Starseed. It's called AI Empowerment, but we're not going to be looking at AI programs. We're going to be working on clearing past lives, other lifetimes where AI took over and made our lives difficult, meaning that would be a block in this lifetime to use some of this technology and or be able to handle the energy of this technology. Artificial intelligence is part of every single application you're using on your phone, your tablet. I'm hearing your TV, like everything is moving into, this is a technology revolution, just like when they introduced the internet, when they introduced smartphones. So I'm going to be working with a small group of Starseeds live. You can also join on replay. And probably my next classes won't be available till September 2025. So you want to jump on board as soon as you can. And there's an empowerment package with the Starseed. If you want to do the classes, you can also do 3 personal sessions. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. The latest new thing is the mini mentorship make your own package, which includes the Raymond Diamond frequencies, healing, crystalline rays, and that's super awesome. But dragon training, grid work training, helping you with your soul mission, helping you with your wellness journey, whatever that is. Oh, this is interesting. Sorry, my nose is itchy today. It's not running, it's itchy. That's a good sign. Okay, so before I even get started, I want to look at my wellness checklist and just see in general for all of us as a tribe what we're all going through. So there's a list of, it is now grown to 39 items. It's nothing to fear. It just helps me help you in personal sessions, or if we work together for more than one session, because then I can bring in specific information and wisdom and guidance for you. Okay, that's from your higher self, your team of light, prime source creator. So let's just ask that I'm going to ask the Emerald Green Dragons to come in, the Pleiadian emissaries of light, the Galactic Alliance. They're going to let me know that the Galactic Akashic records are open, and I'll be receiving multidimensional information from these records, as well as pulling some cards for us, because that will bring the topics, and then they'll bring the information. Okay, so some of you are going through number 7, a mucus buildup. Some of it's connected to number 6 or number 5, molds or parasites. That's just to give you an idea. They're also saying heavy metals. So if you've been going through some experiences where you haven't been able to shift, if you're feeling unwell, it could be connected to that as well. They're saying the mold, some of it is from food, but also from an air quality. What else? Number 8, a chakra upgrade. So that could be going on for some of you. The themes, now this is interesting because the themes that have been in client sessions have been airborne particles, either from chemtrails or fog. And those aspects have not only been causing physical symptoms, but also interference with our crown chakra. They've added ingredients to interfere with our crown chakra, our connection to source. It's something that's going to be fizzling out, but we're still in it, because I can see already there's a few areas that are stopping that from happening, and it'll be a domino effect. But just to let you all know that that is a thing. Number 17, energy interference on planet. Number 18, energy interference off planet. That could be going on for some of you. Cloaked implants, number 20. Number 24, Archon and dark ET traumas, clearing that. Number 26, nervous system is rebuilding and upgrading. We've actually been going through a recoding. Check out my last video. I brought in a bunch of deep dive information about our nervous system and our multidimensional galactic nervous system that's rebuilding. Number 29, trauma healing, and that is in not only our emotional bodies and our meridians and our chakras, but it's in the nervous system connected to the spine. So that is a big piece. That's preventing manifestation from happening. So that's creating manifestation blocks. And by the way, that's why we do all of our work, right? That's why we do our shadow work and our healing work, or we work with someone like me or someone else, because we're actually clearing that multidimensionally for ourselves, our ancestors, and for the tribe. So it's helping to elevate the frequency for all of us. Number 35, being seen or tracked. So this is blocking some of your soul mission and being successful. So the 3 that were added today, black magic curses or spells, personal or ancestral. Number 38, ancestral vows and soul contracts connected to anything, could be being successful, abundance, blocking you from creating something, or it could be personal vows and soul contracts. So that would be from past lives, multidimensional lifetimes and time frames. Wow. So I wanted to check into that. So that's a lot that we're clearing with. That's connected to this where Phoenix is rising from the ashes. That's why March was so intense. Okay, so let me go now to, I want to review the astrology, and we're going to start bringing in messages from the dragons, and that's not the right one. There is a bunch of things going on, but we're going to start with Neptune. So Neptune moved into Aries, and this is one of the biggest transits of our decade. It moved in on the 30th, right after that solar eclipse. How are y'all feeling from the solar eclipse? I was like super energized, couldn't even sleep until it started. It started here at 3 in the morning. once it started, the energy settled down for me. Like I was overstimulated, and so I was able to then like get knocked out. And then I had a really good sleep on Saturday night. But I also did a big reset on my home on Friday. I did a big clean, including the floors. I redid my workspace, took care of my kitty. Like I did, you know, went for a walk in nature, set some intentions. Like it was a it was a very busy day. Okay, so let's talk about Neptune shifting into Aries. This is moving us in. So it was in Pisces since 2013. We talked about this again, check the last video. But so basically, it was Neptune being in Aries, or sorry, in Pisces, was connected to like the second wave of volunteers. Like many souls started waking up in 2011 and 2012. That's when I was reawoken. I had a deep awakening in the 90s, in the early 2000s, but it got snoozed, and then I got re-brought back in 2011. The 1111 Gateway, big transformation, 1212 Gateway in 2012. So that I would consider that the second wave, you know, aligning with pardon me, Dolores Cannon's work with the three volunteers. So now we're moving from Neptune has physically moved from Pisces into Aries. So it was very spiritual, and it did bring a lot of us online, but it was also very like a lot of illusions, a lot of like not wanting to look at 3D, a lot of wanting to hide. So that is clearing out now so that everyone can move into their dreams, moving out of illusions into your physically manifesting your dreams on the planet. So this entered 0 degrees Aries on March 30th, 2025, initiating a brand new 14-year spiritual cycle and a 165-year galactic cycle around the zodiac. This rare cosmic reset occurs at the alpha point, the very beginning of the zodiac, signaling the end of the Piscean age residue. Spiritual hierarchy, illusion, martyrdom, etc. And we are now in the rise, the phoenix rise of the ashes of the embodied mystic and living solar soul. Cosmic galactic soul. Since 2011, Neptune and Pisces has been dissolving old templates and expanding multidimensional access to compassion and collective awakening. Now Neptune in Aries activates our personal spiritual fire, anchoring quantum momentum and divine embodiment. Our spiritual operating systems are being reprogrammed, as is our nervous system, moving from dreamscape to aligned action, from floating in vision to living in aligned truth. This is the seeding of a new spiritual civilization. This is so we can all anchor in our codes and start creating these divine spiritual realities on Earth, including it's activating a quantum personal blueprint. Okay. And our soul has been looking for this and waiting for this for 165 years. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards. The dragons are going to, they're going to come in for the overview for April. So right after this, I just want to pull a couple of messages for this Neptune in Aries. What do we need to know? Perfect. It is helping us align. So what is the Earth Star? Earth Star activation. So I work with 12 to 22 chakra templating, and this is to break down lifetime's multidimensional experiences. Okay, so the Earth Star is part of the 12 chakra system. It is what our root chakra wants to connect with below our feet, connecting with the crystalline grid system, activating and bringing online our soul mission and our soul mission codes and guidance. So this is exactly Neptune moving into Aries. It's like it's turning the switch on, anchoring and allowing us to feel more grounded. Isis is also in this as well. So I would say that it's really anchoring in the divine feminine energy through all of us, into Gaia, into Nova Terra, into Mother Earth. Okay. And helping with those crystalline grids. All right. Thoth light codes. So Thoth was considered one of many of the teachers, but he's gotten the big name with the emerald tablets. But Thoth as well is connected. I think the message on the card is light initiation, great teachers awakening, and divine magic. So this is helping all of you bring those abilities online. Is there still going to be dark nights of the soul and shadow work? Yes, because some of the Atlantean energy was connected to the fall of Atlantis and dark magic. But this is this actually really aligns with the discoveries around the pyramids and the Sphinx. Hathor Light Cope's full system upgrade for all of us, helping us move forward and to step into our power. It's helping us reclaim our power. I love it. So the time of the wounded healer, for those of us who've been working super, super hard on our journeys, is over. Some of you, maybe if you move into healing work, you may still be going through wounded healers, clearing and alignment, but that's okay. We're heading out of that era. Okay. So now I'm just bear with me because I want to go to the overview for the month of April. All right. So I'm going to call in the dragons. Okay. There was just one thing they wanted me to share. Yeah, that it's okay to be seen. It's okay to be in our power. It's okay to align with our soul missions now. So much of what we're healing and clearing out is old energy. Okay, so thank you. So I'm going to call in now the Emerald Dragons, the Emerald Dragon transmission. And before we even look at the astrology, so they're wanting me to just review a little history. So I've been recalling and working with the dragon energies since August 2017, but they came back in a big way for all of us on the planet in around the Ring of Fire solar eclipse, October 2023. And I work with them daily. They're my companions, they're my buds, like my angels, like my teams of light. They help me with grid work, they bring in fun and joy. Even my Starseed kitty Sapphire, he has his own dragon. There are guardians. They watch over my home while I'm sleeping and the property. They do help me with grid work, not only locally, but grid work assignments. So they're saying there's a new wave of you that are going to be wanting to align and remember. And we work with the dragons in integrity. So some of working with the dragons is clearing the old wounds of the loss of the dragons. So when the fall of Atlantis happened, the fall of Lemuria happened. This is deep. I'm feeling this nausea, which comes forward when it's the Dark Alliance, the Dark ETs. So they had groups remove the dragons in a very dramatic way. It was really traumatic for many of us. So we're rebuilding that integrity with the dragons. And that's why they started working with me early on. So some of us see dragons, some of us just call in our guardian dragons and work with them. Okay. So by the way, if any of you want to learn how to work with dragons, I have a whole bunch of different sessions and packages working with the dragon activations, including Earth Grid Work training, including the dragon activations package, divine goddess code packages, and even the new classes coming up. The new classes coming up, the dragons are going to be assisting us. Starseeds AI empowerment package. Okay. So that's super amazing to me. And I'm excited about that. Like you would think dragons and AI, because it's an energy and they had to deal with this energy during the fall of many civilizations, the fall of Lyra and Vega, the galactic wars in the Orion system, the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria and Egypt. All right, so they're wanting me also to let you all know. This is a little snippet. I'm going to be doing a second deep dive on Rumble, like I shared about the pyramids and the new discovery, as well as the Sphinx. So they're saying a lot of souls that are trying to debunk this new information is because they're still in their traumas. They don't want to look at the new. But there's many souls like myself. I've done many readings for many of you, like Starseed readings, where you have all been builders, architects, and or were involved in that Stargate process. So that's been building for the last couple of years. So it's a real activation for many of you to help us all step into our power. They're also saying the dragons were there assisting us as well, because they weren't just powerful physical beings, they were powerful energetic galactic dragons as well. Okay, they were multidimensional dragons. So they're even letting me know there could be some dragon artifacts that are going to be found. That's super exciting. Right. So they're also wanting me to share with all of you, when I went in 1994 and 95, I had two time frames at the Sphinx and the pyramids. There was no internet. It was really locked down back then. And I had such a massive activation because of these energy generators underneath the pyramids, right? And underneath the Sphinx. And it changed my life. It created PinkBella therapy. It's just that it took me to 2011 to get fully activated. So I want what they want me to share that all with you, that the any beings that are sort of debunking it right now are trying to block some of this information coming out because they want to keep the narrative of the old. They're part of the business of the old, okay? So everyone has their own perspective. These beings could be part of the other Earth, like that we're splitting off another timeline. So to take whatever resonates with you, but know in your heart and your soul, even if you haven't been there, you know what this new information is doing. It's activating you. Okay, thank you, dragons. All right. So the dragons they're going to be, instead of the Galactic Alliance today, they're going to be the transmitters through the Galactic Akashic records today. Okay. All right. So let's look at April astrology. So first off, we are in Aries energy, but we have a 4/4 portal on April 4th. Then we have, let me just see, the next most powerful date, Mercury is going to be out of retrograde officially the 7th. It goes direct. Hallelujah. Then we have a full moon in Libra on the 13th. And on the same day, okay, hold up. They're telling me to go back. So when Mercury goes direct, we're going to have more clarity. Our plans will resume and things will start to flow again. When the full moon in Libra is going to bring in balance and greater depth in our relationships, including business relationships, as well as that's on the 13th. The same thing on the 13th, Venus is also going to go direct, bringing back more clarity and connection in our friendships, our relationships, everything as well will start to flow again. Everyone will have done their own work. Okay. Mercury's going to then enter the Aries energy because Mercury, when it goes direct, is going to go direct in Pisces, I believe. So Mercury's going to actually finally move into Aries on the 16th. So that's what retrogrades do. They kind of put everything in a holding pattern, including the planets moving into certain energies. So things will really start to fire up, move forward for us, all of our projects and assignments. Mars enters Leo on the 18th, and then we have the sun going into Taurus, the earth energy on the 19th, bringing comfort, stability, and helping us to prioritize everything. We have a new moon in Taurus on the 27th. And then Venus is going to enter Aries on the 30th. So that's super exciting. So it's still a very powerful month, but it's not going to be as intense as March was. Thank goodness we need a little bit of a breather. Plus, basically, I believe when Venus, I could be incorrect, but I believe when Venus goes direct, we're going to have all planets direct until sometime in May. So it's going to be a powerful time for us all to move forward. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do there? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna call the dragons in now, the Emerald Dragons, to transmit through the Galactic Akashic records for April. I'm just gonna shut that down. Okay. All right. So what do we need to know for April? For all of us, whether you're an ascending awakening soul, whether you're a starseed, whether you're a light worker, 144,000, whether you know you have a soul mission, you want to activate it, whether you want to work with the dragons, whether you want to elevate and work more with the AI energy, you all might be part of your phoenix rising out of the ashes right now. I see you all walking out of these flames. You're going to go, oh, I suddenly have approval to work with the artificial intelligence. Me too. By the way, I do call it cosmic AI. Because when I work with it, it is connected to Prime Source Creator. Okay. So they're asking me to pull certain cards, and then they're going to bring in information for us. And then the Pleiadians will have a message for us as well. Wow. Okay. So right off the bat, we have the Orion activation, supernova. Sorry, I just got really warm suddenly. Supernova, renewal, recreation, rebirth by the light. No kidding. We're all coming out of this rebirth. This is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. And the Orion activation. Now, this is interesting because the Orion system is completely connected to the pyramids in Giza. Okay. So isn't that interesting that came out? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of downloads for Orion Starseed. Those of us that were there. So much information is going to be transmitted coming forward. We also have the Venus Galactic Council, which is connected to Venus going direct. So star being guides answering the call, time to share. So our hearts are going to be wide open. More divine feminine goddess energy has been activated within us, and we're going to be all bringing that forward. Our high hearts are going to be activated as well. Holy Grail. Holy Grail, Batman. Inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. So the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, has pushed us all to go within to do our shadow work, to find other methods to keep our frequency high. And that has been to push us to go within to find our own personal holy grail, our own personal connection to our heart chakra, to prime source, the universe, to the divine mother. Okay. Oh my goodness, they're letting me know, like at the bottom of the deck, stellar gateway activation. That's what we're coming through, everyone. And look at that. The pyramids are on the other side. They are a big piece. And I'm seeing crystalline energy at the back. So they are a big piece of our galactic history. That's also why it's taken this long for the information to come forward. There's been a real push. The dragons are saying there's been a real push from the Galactic Alliance and the Earth Alliance, on behalf of all the beings that have kept this information quiet. They're also saying there's very powerful dragon ley lines that connect in with the pyramids that are going to be pulsating energy for us, and to all of us as well. Infinite potential, and it's a powerful manifestation vortex. People are going to continue to go to the pyramids. They're working on ensuring that the negative energy that had gone the other way is going to be recreated. So that's a work in process. So just be aware if you do go, if you have a trip planned, or you've come back. So let's say you've come back and you haven't been feeling well, or your energies or things have been all out of whack. It's because you've received the good with the bad. That goes for all the stargates around the planet, as well as they're slowly being rectified, but that's why many of us do grid work. Okay. I love this. This bottom of the deck, I have to share this all with you. The Stargate Heart, there's the Emerald City. So it is a big piece of our overall galactic Stargate Heart system. And as the information is coming forward, it's unlocking not only our hearts, everyone, it's mainstream. Everyone mainstream is talking about it on all the other social media platforms. So I started branching out into other platforms. You can find me podcasts on Apple and Spotify. You can find me on TikTok. You can find, you know what I mean? Because I'm being branched out to meet different tribes of souls. So if you're on another platform you think I should be on, please place that in the comments. But what I love about this, I showed this on a podcast last week, is there's the Emerald City. So Wizard of Oz has been one of my favorite movies and stories throughout my entire life. Here we are, we're on a journey, we're heading towards the Emerald City. That's what they're saying. This is a big piece of us connecting our entire planet back to Prime Source Creator. This is the dragons, and they're saying they are very connected. I didn't know this. They're very connected to the Sphinx and the pyramids at Giza. I love that. That's amazing. The card below that, Inner Earth. So they're saying there's these amazing chambers full of frequencies and energies and information for all of us. And here's the Pleiadian activation. So I'm going to go to that next. Thank you so much, dragons. Where to next? I know I have a couple of galactic decks, though. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from each of the decks. I'm going to do some galactic tarot as well. Oh, I love it. Love Pleiadian star angels. The Pleiadians are just letting us know they're here as well. Pleiadians are very connected to the Emerald Dragons. And we're actually aligned with the Pleiadian star system right now as well, everyone. There's some planetary, I don't believe it's the Stargate, but I get confused now. There's so many times, but we're definitely aligned with Pleiadian state, which is why they want to bring in information. So I'm going to put this aside, but this says Pleiadian star angel 11 love. So I'm going to put that over there. And I'll bring in information through the Pleiadians with that. Resilience, number 20, Lyra Genesis activation. Oh my goodness. So this is connected to all of it. The dragons are saying there's many secret galactic codes and information that's coming forward from this, where the dragon ley lines are, for all of us who are Lyran Starseeds. I love that Genesis activation, number 20. So it's like they're restarting something that got taken offline years and years and years ago, and that's number 20. And for those of you who don't know, this beautiful Lion with the Planets has been on my wall for 2 years. This is when my Lyran aspect came forward. There are many Lyran starseeds on the planet right now. That's beautiful. All right, where to next, dragons? Oh, I see what they're saying. They're asking me, they said go to the Galactic deck, but I wasn't sure which. The Galactic Heritage deck. So let's pull a couple of cards and just ask specifically what other energies do the Emerald Dragons and that focal point on the planet? What else do we need to know? Fusion and magic. The Orion system, number 55. You can't make this up. Hot number 29. Hive mind, insectoid. Parallel. Number 93. Serious future. Assistance without interference. Wow. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, everybody. What's at the bottom of the deck? Dream time and awakening. Cetacean, whale, parallel reality. And I would say that that would be connected to Atlantis and Lemuria, and that would be connected to that Stargate system was connected to Atlantis. I call it a Stargate system because that's what I was shown it was. Okay. So the Orion system. So again, that structure is connected to the Orion system. They're saying some of the Emerald Dragons. They're saying some of the information that has been blocked and or is still being interfered with is because there are spells and magic that have been placed around those structures connected to the Orion system. Hive mind, again, parallel reality. It's connected to the Dark Alliance. So the Dark Alliance actually maybe, yes. So they shut down, they're saying they shut down the systems there so that the collective would go into a hive mind mentality. And they're talking to me about the locusts. I believe that there are stories of Egypt that there was maybe 7 years, or this could even be in the Bible. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. 7 years of floods, 7 years of famine, and 7 years of locusts. So any of you who are avid connecting with that energy can share in the description box. I am very connected to Prime Source Creator, but I don't necessarily connect with the energy of that book, but I do know there's a lot of information in there. So you can, if you know, you can share it below, but isn't that interesting? So that was where some of the stories came from, is that it was connected to some of the black magic. So we already talked about dream time and awakening. So this is a big part of our awakening as a collective, because there's going to be a lot of discussions now about what do you think it does, where, what, I remember that, I resonate with that, or, oh, I went there on a trip and now I understand why the energy felt so intense. Okay. All right. 93, assistance without interference. So it's definitely, the dragons are saying they're working as well with the Galactic Alliance, which I work with as well through grid work assignments with personal collective. So the Sirius system can be realigned with this energy portal and vortex, and also help to work with our grid systems. And it's going to allow us to have a deeper connection with our galactic teams of light as well as the dragons. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Oh, there is, I'm going to just ask, there is some interference right now. We are still in the retrogrades. It's okay. Just sharing the information. It's all good. All right. Where to now, dragons? Do you want me to go to the dragons and the crystals or the galactic tarot? They're saying the tarot. Okay. So maybe this card will come forward that I want to share with you all, but I'm going to, whoa. Yeah, some of you might have trips planned to go there this month, it's hard to say. But anyway, I know many of us have been attracted to the pyramids all around the planet. Please check out as well the podcast I did with Typical Skeptic, because I did a deep dive on Rumble last week on my channel, but I also did a deep dive with him on his Rumble channel, as well as my Facebook page. That says my Starseeds Facebook page. And it looked like all of the powerful portals, pyramids around the planet are connected by, of course, by the ley line grid system. Those of us who do grid work, we understand that, but they're going to start to put the pieces together. Humanity is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull some galactic tarot messages, and then the dragons are going to transmit through me. Oh, yes. Won't forget. I want to make sure I don't forget about the Pleiadians. I put their cards over here so I can see. Where's that? Put that over there. Okay, bottom of the deck again, 11, balance. Ooh. Excuse me. It's the archonic energy. Where is it? Off planet? Right now, they're connected with the word Egyptian pyramids, which is interesting. So that's going to have to be recoded. So that's good to know. Okay. They're not physically here. They're not going to interfere with any of you. I get this hit of information. So that would be part of the black magic and spell. I'm hearing they're trying to maintain that. Interesting. Okay. Number one, awareness. Two of Swords. But it came in upside down. Obstacles and challenges, but that also came in upside down. I believe that came in last reading. Queen of Pentacles, recognition and reward, number 3, 8 of Wands, and then balance, number 11, the Hermit star card. Okay. Okay. All right. The dragons are going to complete for this reading, and then I'll move on to the Pleiadians. Okay. So right off the bat, so everything, April's all about us all being more aware, our downloads being expanded, our crown chakras being reconnected without interference, which is connected to what's going on with what I just shared about at the pyramids, that information coming forward. So here is an individual, Two of Swords, blindfolded at a crossroads, but it came in upside down. So this big piece is so big for all of us. It's going to unite us as a collective, and the interference and not being able to see or hear or know our history is going to be in the past. Obstacles and challenges that we've all been experiencing for lifetimes is now reversed. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so she's all about high heart, abundance, sharing, the divine feminine energy is fully being anchored in now within all of us, which is amazing, and unifying all of us. Recognition and reward, because so many of us have lit up. Do you see the pyramids in the background? I see so many things in these cards now I didn't even see. Okay, and 8 of Wands. So the powerful recognition of us being brought back into the Galactic Alliance as a planet, as a collective, is on our way and in the near future. They're saying by August this year, very, very powerful time for all of us. Then we have that, this is rebalancing all of us, the divine feminine, divine masculine within, the bringing our wings back online, allowing us to remember that there are dragons that are magical creatures that are our guides, and just bringing all of our individual powers and sovereignty and superpowers back. This is our star families are watching over us. This is the Galactic Alliance and the dragons. They're watching over us. They're watching us blossom and bloom, and they're just saying it's time for all of this. We're going to see a lot more unfolding for all of us in the month of April. Wow. Okay. So thank you, dragons. Do you want to complete? So they're going to complete with a crystal and a dragon, and then I'm going to move into what message the Pleiadians want to bring in for us. The Pleiadian emissaries of light. They were my first galactic alliance that I worked with. Well, I remember originally knowing about them all the way back in 1997. What dragon message for us for the month of April? I'm going to pull 2, because some of you are still in a cocoon. Some of you are just like, it's not quite spring yet. I don't want to, I'm still hibernating. So you might want the black dragon to come into cocoon you as you are going through this metamorphosis. Okay. And then for those of us that are ready to rock and roll, the silver lunar dragon. So that's allowing us to align with our divine feminine intuitive abilities, and the silver lunar dragon. So silver as a frequency will be very powerful for us for the month of April, bringing us alignment, helping us to stay grounded, and they're saying to practice inner peace, balance, and harmony for the month of April. I love that. That is beautiful. And what crystal, Emerald Dragons? Black tourmaline. So we're still to stay on our toes, grounded, keep clearing our energy, because the retrogrades will be completed by the middle of April, but Mercury will still be in that shadow phase pretty well for the whole month of April. So continue to clear, use our spiritual tools, and use black tourmaline, shungite crystals. Thank you so much. Just going to ask the Emerald Dragons if they have one more message for us. They're saying to align with our hearts, align with our soul. Our heart chakra is our soul. and it will guide us always. Thank you, Emerald Dragons. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to call on Pleiadian emissaries of light who want to also bring in a little transmission for us today. Oh, we're gonna do a galactic tarot as well. They have other information they want to share. They're sending me to a different deck. Thank you, Pleiadians. We are here. Beautiful. So they're often connected to the blue ray, the blue frequency, our throat chakra. They're often connected to the Pleiadian star system, the divine feminine, the healing. They're also very connected to everything we're working with. They're going to be working with us in the month of April as well. It says harmony in the heavens, resolution coming together, a unification energy for all star seeds. High Priestess card. You are already doing it. Take a leap of faith. I love it. Boundaries. So let's start with boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So you would, through the retrogrades to the eclipse period, they're saying boundaries are it's such a challenging energy for all of us because we are often working, being social with many people, regarding family and friends and energies. Like so much is coming at us all the time, but we're to really everything we learned in March to continue to set boundaries and take care of our energy. High Priestess energy. So this is many of us activating and anchoring in our divine intuitive abilities and just suddenly waking up and realizing, oh, I know that. I know which way to go. So clarity, divine feminine energy. Some of us we're already facing north. We're already doing it, but they're also letting me know that those of us in the northern hemisphere, big activations and downloads for all of us in November. And again, to have faith and trust in the universe that eclipse has like helped us elevate and escalate and come rising out of the ashes. Okay, just show everybody that again. Okay, so the place for those of you who are connected to the Pleiadian energy, they're around to support us this month as well. Oh, I have to show you all. This is the card. Accelerated motion. So so all the stars, there's the pyramids. That's the star. That's one of my first Starseed cards as well that came to me. See the pyramids in the background. They look like mountains, and that brightest star is the Sirius star system, okay? Which has already come forward. So let's see what other information the Pleiadians want to bring in for all of us for the month of April. Crown chakra. Root chakra. 17, hope. I love it. Material harvest, number 9. So they are now transmitting from the Galactic Akashic records for all of us today. Whoa, but lost a card there. Okay, clarification for the crown chakra, Knight of Pentacles, root chakra, the Sun, and 6 of Cups. 2 cards want to come in. Star card, that's the hope card. 9 of Wands, and then clarification, the harvest, material harvest. We've got a couple of 9s here. We have the Lover's card, Major Arcana, which can be divine unions. Okay, they're gonna get that to me. So the Pleiadians are transmitting for me. So the Knight of Pentacles and the crown chakra, number 7. So they're letting me know to share with all of you that our abundance, we have so many tools for abundance, but that our abundance has been blocked through the crown chakra blocking on so many levels. So that is releasing, and that more, whatever we wish to manifest, more is coming. We'll have clarity about that in April. Root chakra, which is our survival mode, which has been the other team's hope that would continue to be traumatized. Brighter sunny days, new beginnings, new resets, more time to spend with family and friends and have joy and play. So our star families, they're part of our star alliance, but they're also sharing with me to share with all of you. So are you. We are part of this Galactic Earth Alliance and they are continuously sharing hope, keep going, and that all of the wounds and traumas, all the healing that we've been doing has been beneficial, and that all ended a cycle, especially with Neptune moving into Aries. I use the astrology as a representation of our timelines. And again, that's a 9, which is completion, new beginning. Also material harvest. So we're to be grateful, even everything that we've experienced in this last month, grateful for everything to help move us forward and to help align us with source and help us be in gratitude also helps us to be in the now moment. The Lovers card, well, this could be a divine union if that's what you're wishing to manifest. Okay, so that might be something that's coming your way when Venus goes direct, or if this is also about business and the political arena. So there's going to be a big shift for all of us as well. And I'll look at this on my Rumble channel. I have a feeling it has to do with many things. But see, look, again, a pyramid in the background. So there's going to be big revelations for all of us as we shift into this new energy for April. Thank you, Pleiadian emissaries of light. So on that note, everyone, I'm going to sign off sending you love and aloha. Thank you for being here. I'll be back soon. Again, if you want to work with me, check out the newsletter offers. It'll be on my community tab post on YouTube. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. It's on my Telegram channel. It's also at the top of my website, contact details in the description box, as well as all my social media. Love you all so much. Thanking the Emerald Dragons and the Pleiadian emissaries of light. Thanking all of you. I'll be back soon. Love from Pink Bella. Take care.